If you're over 60 and feel like your muscles are shrinking no matter what you eat, you're not imagining it. You've probably heard the advice for years. Just eat more eggs. And eggs are good. They're simple, affordable. Each one gives you about 6 to 7 grams of protein. But here's what most seniors are never clearly told. After 60, muscles need a stronger signal, usually around 25 to 30 grams of protein in one meal, to fully switch on repair. 2 eggs? That's barely 12 grams. Even 3 eggs often won't get you there. And when protein stays too low, muscle keeps shrinking. Even if you believe you're doing everything right, that's why so many people say, I eat protein every day, so why am I still getting weaker? This is where things shift. There are cheap, everyday foods that deliver more protein per serving than eggs, sometimes double, and they can hit that muscle-building threshold much more effectively. You don't need powders or complicated meal plans, and you don't have to give up eggs. You just need smarter upgrades. In this video, we're ranking 5 affordable foods, starting with good and ending with the most powerful, that can stimulate muscle rebuilding faster than eggs alone, and the number 1 might surprise you. But before we dive into the first food on the list, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. This channel is designed for seniors to discover how simple food choices can lead to a powerful, healthy comeback. Let's start with number 5. Food number 5, Greek yogurt. Now this might not sound exciting at first, but here's what surprises most people. 1 single cup of plain Greek yogurt usually gives you 15 to 20 grams of protein. That's the equivalent of nearly 3 eggs in one bowl. And here's the important part. Protein works like a light switch for muscle. If the amount is too low, the switch barely turns on. Greek yogurt helps you get much closer to that 25-30 gram muscle building zone we talked about. But there's another reason it earns a spot on this list. Greek yogurt is rich in leucine, the amino acid that actually triggers muscle protein synthesis. Without enough leucine, your body can digest protein and still not fully activate rebuilding. Researchers studying older adults have consistently found that dairy proteins stimulate muscle repair efficiently, especially when the portion is large enough. Here's the simple insight. It's not just protein quality, it's protein quantity at one time. Greek yogurt makes that easier. It's also soft and easy to eat. That matters more than most seniors realize. Appetite changes. Chewing tougher meats can feel tiring. Greek yogurt gives you dense protein without feeling heavy, and it's affordable, especially in large containers. You can replace 2 eggs at breakfast with a bowl of Greek yogurt. You can add berries. You can mix it into a smoothie. It's simple, cheap, and powerful. Greek yogurt earns number 5 because it upgrades your protein portion immediately, without upgrading your grocery bill. But the next food delivers even more muscle-building strength per serving. Let's move to number 4. Food number 4, chicken thighs. Now most people automatically think of chicken breast when they hear high protein, but here's what often gets overlooked. Chicken thighs are usually cheaper, more flavorful, and still extremely powerful for building muscle. 1 medium chicken thigh contains about 22 grams of protein. 2 thighs? You're easily over 40 grams in one meal. That's the kind of portion that makes muscle take notice. And here's something many seniors don't realize. Muscle doesn't respond well to tiny protein portions. It responds to meaningful servings. Chicken thighs make it easy to build a complete, satisfying plate instead of relying on smaller add-ons. But there's another quiet advantage. Dark meat naturally contains more iron and zinc than many lighter meats. Those nutrients don't directly build muscle, but they support oxygen delivery and recovery, which helps you actually use the muscle you're trying to protect. Researchers studying older adults have found that people who eat full servings of complete protein tend to maintain strength and grip power better than those who only nibble at protein throughout the day. Chicken thighs are also practical. They're easy to cook in batches. They reheat well. They stay juicy, which makes them easier to chew, something that matters more after 60 than most people admit. And because they're satisfying, they help prevent undereating later. Appetite loss is one of the biggest hidden causes of muscle decline in seniors. You don't need anything complicated. Season them, bake them, add them to rice, salads, or soups. Chicken thighs earn number 4 because they deliver a serious protein load without a serious grocery bill. But the next food works differently. It feeds muscle slowly for hours, even while you're resting. If this was helpful and you want to support the effort behind it, give this video a like and share it with someone you love. Let's move to number 3, Food number 3, cottage cheese. And this one has a hidden advantage that eggs simply don't have. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, a slower digesting type of protein that feeds your muscles gradually instead of all at once. Why does that matter? Because muscle doesn't only break down during activity. It also breaks down during long gaps without protein, especially overnight. A single cup of cottage cheese delivers around 24 grams of protein. That's already 4 eggs worth in one bowl. But what makes it powerful isn't just the number, it's the timing. Casein digests slowly, releasing amino acids into the bloodstream for hours. Researchers studying older adults have found that consuming slow-digesting protein in the evening can help reduce overnight muscle breakdown. Here's the insight most people miss. Muscle isn't just built during workouts. It's protected during rest. And as we age, nighttime muscle loss becomes more significant. The body spends several hours without incoming protein, and that's when tissue can quietly decline. Cottage cheese helps fill that gap. It's soft, easy to prepare, and doesn't require cooking. That makes it realistic. And realistic foods are the ones people actually keep using. You can eat it plain. You can mix it with fruit. You can blend it into smoothies. You can even pair it with nuts for extra calories if weight maintenance is a goal. It's inexpensive, widely available, and extremely practical. Another advantage? Many seniors find it easier to digest than multiple eggs in one sitting. Smaller stomach capacity becomes more common after 60, and dense, easy foods matter. Cottage cheese earns the number 3 spot because it works while you sleep. It doesn't just support muscle growth, it helps defend muscle during long recovery windows. But the next food on this list is leaner, denser, and might surprise you with how much protein you can get from a single can. Let's move to number 2. Food number 2, canned tuna. When you compare it to eggs, the numbers speak loudly. One regular can of tuna delivers around 20 to 25 grams of protein. That's the equivalent of roughly 4 eggs in one compact serving. But what makes tuna powerful isn't just the number. It's the density. Tuna gives you a large amount of complete protein without a large volume of food. That matters after 60 because appetite often declines. Many seniors don't feel like eating heavy meals, yet muscle still requires a meaningful protein load. Tuna makes that realistic. It also provides a complete amino acid profile in one serving, meaning your muscles receive everything they need to start rebuilding, not just fragments. And here's the key difference from number 3. Cottage cheese works gradually and supports muscle over time. Tuna delivers a fast, strong rebuilding signal in one sitting. Researchers studying aging adults have consistently found that high-quality, complete proteins consumed in adequate amounts stimulate muscle protein synthesis more effectively than small, scattered portions throughout the day. Tuna fits that perfectly. There's also a practical advantage. No cooking, no preparation, long shelf life. That removes one of the biggest barriers to staying consistent. You can mix it with olive oil and lemon, add it to salads, spread it on whole grain toast, or pair it with rice and vegetables. It's affordable, portable, and easy to portion. If weight maintenance is a concern, tuna packed in water keeps calories lower. If you need extra energy, olive oil packed versions add helpful fats. Canned tuna earns the number 2 spot because it delivers serious muscle-building protein in a compact, convenient form. But the number 1 food on this list goes even further, especially when it comes to rebuilding muscle efficiently and affordably. Let's move to number 1, ground turkey. This one wins for a simple reason. It combines volume, flexibility, and serious protein output in one affordable package. A standard 4-ounce serving of ground turkey contains around 22 to 23 grams of protein. But here's where it becomes powerful. Most people don't stop at 4 ounces. A normal meal portion can easily reach 6 to 8 ounces, which means you're looking at 30 to 40 grams of protein in one plate. That's not a snack. That's a true muscle-feeding meal. And here's something many seniors overlook. Muscle responds best when protein is paired with real food meals, not just isolated items. Ground turkey makes that easy. You can build an entire plate around it without needing extra protein add-ons. It adapts to almost anything. Add it to chili, mix it into pasta, form it into pasta. Use it in lettuce wraps. Combine it with beans and vegetables. It cooks quickly, stores well, and can be prepared in batches for the week. That matters because convenience drives consistency, and consistency drives strength. Another quiet advantage? Ground turkey is easier to chew and digest than many thicker cuts of meat. For seniors who find steak tiring to eat, this becomes a realistic alternative. It's also widely available and often cheaper per pound than many other fresh meats. When it comes to muscle building after 60, the key isn't just protein quality, it's delivering a strong, complete serving in a way you can repeat regularly. Ground turkey earns the #1 spot because it makes hitting meaningful protein levels simple, affordable, and sustainable. Eggs are good, but if your goal is rebuilding muscle efficiently, ground turkey takes the lead. Now let's talk about why protein amount matters more after 60 and how to apply this without overcomplicating your meals. Now here's something that changes everything. After 60, your muscles become less sensitive to protein. This is called anabolic resistance, but you don't need to remember the term. Just understand the effect. The same amount of protein that worked at 40 simply doesn't trigger the same rebuilding response at 70. That's why small portions stop being effective. Muscle needs a stronger signal now. Researchers studying aging adults consistently find that larger, complete protein servings are far more effective at stimulating muscle repair than small, scattered amounts. This explains something many seniors quietly wonder about. I eat protein every day, so why am I still losing strength? It's not about eating protein occasionally, it's about reaching a meaningful amount in one sitting. When that signal is strong enough, the body responds. When it's weak, the body maintains, or slowly declines. This isn't about extreme diets or doubling your food, it's about being strategic. Instead of 3 small protein snacks, 1 well-built protein meal often makes a bigger difference, and that's why the foods we just covered matter. They make it easier to hit that stronger signal without relying on expensive supplements. Now let's talk about how to use this in real life, without overthinking it. Here's the good news. You don't need to remove eggs, and you don't need to eat all 5 of these foods every day. The shift is simple. Build at least 1 solid protein-focused meal each day, 1 meaningful activation. That's what aging muscle responds to. Maybe that's Greek yogurt in the morning, maybe tuna for lunch, maybe ground turkey for dinner. Don't try to change everything at once. That rarely lasts. Upgrade 1 meal first. Make it consistent. Give your muscles a strong, clear rebuilding signal every day. That consistency matters more than perfection. And here's something important. Progress won't always feel dramatic. It shows up in small ways. Standing up feels steadier. Carrying groceries feels easier. You recover faster after activity. Those quiet improvements mean your body is responding. As always, this is for education and support. If you have medical conditions or specific dietary needs, speak with your healthcare provider before making changes. Now I'd love to hear from you, and I personally read every comment. Which of these foods do you already eat? And which one will you upgrade this week? We're building a community here for strong comebacks. So subscribe, hit the bell icon, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Because muscle after 60 isn't about luck. It's about smart choices, and you're more capable than you think.